Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. It is Sunday afternoon, 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. This is part 3 about the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. And I will be speaking about the gold medal win of Imane Khelif. Now, I have two-sided feelings about this. Firstly, my heart goes out to Iman Khelif. He was born with XY chromosomes. He would have led a very difficult life. He was raised as a girl by his parents. And I can't imagine what he would have gone through when puberty hit and you're presented as a male, as we see him today. I find it very difficult to reconcile XY chromosomes fighting against XX chromosomes male. There was no way any female was going to win against Khelif. The same with Lin Yu Ting, who was fighting Turkey's Isra Yildiz. Now, Isra Yildiz lost the match, while loud and proud Ting had his hands raised to the air. What did Isra do? She put up the X sign. Oh, she knew. She put up the X sign, stating, I'm a female. She wanted to make a point, and she made that point, and rightfully so. Although my heart breaks and I cannot even imagine how and what Ting and Khelif went through, and then having puberty hit, and having no breasts, we don't know what's down there because they won't tell us, nor will they show us. But the IBA judged rightfully, gave them the 2 female tests, as I explained in my 2 previous videos, and they failed. They failed. Their testosterone was so high, and they disqualified them. That is just. That is right. What are we going to do in 2028 Olympics? Are we going to see somebody die? What's it going to take, dear viewers? It is outrageous. The world is outraged. The world is protesting about this and many other things that are going on in our world. This is unsafe. So there's that side of me that thinks about how difficult it would have been for Ting and Khelif. And then there's the other side of me that is just so heartbroken for these women that have trained since they were probably teenagers or even tweens, before teenagers, all their lives, to get to the Olympic Games only to face a male. The IOC knew very well what the IBA judged, and they disqualified Khelif and Ting. But the IOC wants us to look at this disorder they have, that they're saying is development of sexual disorder. The IBA knew that. But they went off the science, dear viewers. The science told them. The testosterone told them XY chromosomes. We must look at it scientifically and by truth. They present as male. I feel like I'm repeating myself here because I am, because I cannot emphasize it enough. It is unjust. It is unfair. It is unrighteous. While I feel deeply for Ting and Khalifi. I wouldn't be proud if I was them. I would feel deeply ashamed. Truly I would. Do you know what the IOC reminds me of? It reminds me of a scripture in Proverbs 14. Let me read that to you, right? As I get my glasses on. Proverbs 14, verse 15. The fool believes anything. Right there in black and white, written thousands of years ago by King Solomon. But the wise give thought to their steps. Thank you, IBA, for giving thought to your steps. A quick-tempered person does foolish things, and the one who devises evil schemes is hated. The one who devises evil scheme is hated. Well, look at the world. They're just going quite insane about this injustice that's happening in women's sport with men competing. I mean, we're not seeing women competing in men's sports. Well, I haven't as yet. Have you? And if there is, I've missed it. The fool inherits folly, but the wise are crowned with knowledge. There we have it, crowned with knowledge. The IBA crowned themselves, if I were to relate it to them, the scripture, with knowledge. They saw, they verified, they made their judgment on truth, on scientific facts. The IOC, however, decided to take the trait of a fool. That's right. And concocted their evil schemes, and now they are reaping what they've sown. The world is in outrage. Many aren't watching the Olympic Games because of their foolishness. And they want us all to believe, seeing Ting and Khelif, that they are female. No, they have XY chromosomes. They present as a male. They have no female areas that we can see. We can see that they're flat-chested. We can see that they are built as a man. And yet the IOC remain fools. My concern is for the 2028 Olympics. What will we see then? I mean, I'm not watching it because I won't support a foolish, evil agenda. My heart goes out to all those competing, and I think they're all wonderful. It's not their fault. But I won't support the IOC. That's just a personal decision of mine. I won't support evil. I won't support injustice, unrighteousness, and foolishness. Neither will I support danger. Now, you know what I thought also? Khelif is from Algeria. Algeria is an Islamic country. Do you think for one moment that the Algerian leaders would allow Khelif to compete with a female? No way. No way, no way. The other thing is, why haven't we heard from Algerian leaders or the Algerian sports organisation, whatever they're called over there? Why haven't we heard from them? Have you heard from them? I haven't in my research. I have not heard nor read anything about them. Why aren't they in uproar about this? Because as Islamic country, they would not allow this in their country. They will see that Khelif looks like a male, see that he is a male with XY chromosomes. Sorry, the hair's getting into my face. And they would not allow it. Therefore, why is it allowed by the IOC when it was completely knocked out by the IBA. And further, Ting did not appeal the case to run in the women's boxing match with the IBA. Khelif thought of doing it, then he changed his mind because he knew he wouldn't win. That speaks volumes to me. Why did they not go ahead with an appeal of the judgment of the IBA? Because they know they have a strength of a male, they are a male by their XY chromosomes, and they present as a male. This is just so unfair. I won't support it, and I don't like it. Does that mean I don't like Khelif or Ting? Absolutely not. It does not mean that. My heart extends to them. Does that mean because my heart extends to them that I should support them in fighting in female sports? No way, knowing. That's an injustice to them. They are now appearing as fools. This is what's happening. The world's not congratulating them. And even those that are, deep down inside, they know that they are male. I'm sorry. It's right there in our faces, even though we're told. And we're going to see a lot more of this, as I said, with AI coming into our world and our life. And what I've studied and researched, we're going to see a lot of these delusions and people are going to believe it. This is delusional, dear people. This is unrighteous. It's just wrong. And my heart, as I said, extends to Ting and Khelif, but that doesn't make it right for them to compete in women's competition when these women have no way of winning and they've trained all their lives. Until the next time, au revoir.